Welcome to another Zincast, and we are going to be talking about my winter weather prediction. But before that, I do want to just give a little update, a little special announcement, if you will. I went ahead and I expanded my ever-growing list of skills to the real estate business, and I've teamed up with the awesome folks at Howard Hanna Rand Realty. And inside the description below, please click my social media links that are dedicated to my real estate endeavors. So go ahead and click those and make sure you follow those accounts. That would be much appreciated from you all. So now that housekeeping is out of the way, let's talk about the weather. But before we get into the winter weather prediction, the prediction for this winter, let's get into today's weather because it's actually kind of significant, right? We have the remnants of Hurricane Nicole coming up not coming up the East Coast, but coming up, I say, the Appalachian Mountains. Now, here's the thing. Earlier this week, a lot of the models hinted that it would actually hug that coastline or, track inland. Again, we weren't talking about a hurricane or a tropical storm. It would still be the remnants, but the track would be more towards the east, and therefore we would have a lot of heavy rain, like a lot of heavy rain. We're talking about 2 to 4 inches of rain, right? Once you start talking about 4 inches of rain, that's a lot of rain, okay? But the storm tracks ended up a little bit west. The trough is a little bit slower coming in, and that's pulling up the storm, as you can see over there. And actually, you can see that the heaviest rainfall is going to be in western Pennsylvania, western New York, parts of Ohio, okay? But that doesn't mean that we're going to be high and dry, okay? You can see a warm front. As that warm front rises up with this system, that is going to produce showers and thunderstorms and actually some heavy downpours and mix down some impressive winds also. So if you have some trees that are struggling to lose their leaves, you might lose them tonight or today, actually. Later this afternoon. I'd say pretty much anywhere between noon to midnight is when you're going to be getting in this. Then there's a little bit of a break, and you can see that cold front. And by the way, impressive cold air behind that cold front, and I'll show you that. As that cold front moves through, you get another wave of showers and thunderstorms. That's be more tomorrow morning. When we talk about morning, we're talking about like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., maybe 7 a.m., depending on where you are. So yeah, that's when that will come in. And then after that, cold air starts to bleed into the area. Pretty much your high temperatures tomorrow will be tomorrow morning. And then after that, you will have a steady decline of temperatures. And there's some impressive cold air behind this cold front. And that will be the theme of this week. I mean, we're talking about temperatures in the low 30s. Okay, specifically north and west of New York City, low 30s, right? We're talking freezing temperatures. And if you get further north and west into the Catskill region, right, you're going to be talking about the upper 20s. And then next week, we're actually talking about lows in the upper 20s just outside of New York City, just north and west of New York City. And then you're going to be lower 20s in the mountain regions, right, in the Catskill regions, the other places further north. And the models are hinting at some mischief. They're starting to show chances of snow, not exactly for New York City and surrounding, but the higher elevations. You guys watch out around Wednesday-ish. There's a little system coming through. Might start off as a little snow again, well north and west, well north. Again, Catskills, Vermont, that type of areas. So, with that all being said, winter is coming, and let's talk about what I believe this winter has in store for us. And look, if you scour social media and you look at some of the mainstream sites, like Fox Weather, I don't know how they have their own weather station. Do they still have it? I don't know. I'd have to check. They were publicizing it a lot last year. Maybe it's not there anymore. But the winter weather that you've seen, or the predictions that you've seen online from the major outlets has been La Nina. Let's check La Nina years. Above average temperatures for the East Coast and below average snowfall for the East Coast. That's cookie cutter La Nina. But that's only if you're factoring one thing. And in weather, everything plays a part, okay? It's like a baseball team. You need all 9 positions filled. If not, you're going to have a problem, okay? Can't go out there without a catcher. That would be interesting, though. That might be more fun to watch. Anyway, I digress. All right, so with that, we are seeing major disruption of the polar vortex already. And if that's happening now in November, and if that continues to happen, if we have a weak polar vortex that continues to shift towards our neck of the woods, then we are talking about a different type of scenario. So now the La Nina is definitely going to give the subtropical jet stream, keeping it more active, right? So to make that subtropical jet stream more active and give storm systems riding along subtropical jet stream. If you get the polar jet stream to interact with that, then we're talking the pieces, the players on the field working together, and that's what you need for winter storms, and that's what you need for cold air. And I think that this is the pattern that we are going to be in for the majority of winter, but patterns are never, they don't just sit there and lock in, okay? They don't just sit there and they stay forever, okay? Patterns come in and then they relax and then they come in, it's like a wave, okay? It makes a pattern, a wave pattern. And you're going to be going through these instances where you're going to get cold and stormy, and then you're going to get some warm-ups. But if you could align the cold with the storms, that's when you got your best potential of snow. So I am going to say that for our neck of the woods, I'm going to go for above average snowfall and below to slightly below to near average temperature, okay? Temperatures, again, you're talking about averages. You have one day it's 70 and one day that's 10. Do the average of that, right? But I think we're gonna ride those waves, and if we could get the storm systems to line up, we get a little bit of blocking, the negative NAO. Go watch some of the videos. We talk about the MGO, the not negative NAO, the AO, the EPO, all of that. If we get it all to work together, which I think we will, then you have chance for big snowstorms in the East Coast. And I think we're going to get a couple. I do. So let's see. Let's see how it all works out. That's my prediction. If it doesn't work out, I've been wrong before, but we'll see. And I'll make more videos updating and so on. So as for now, got some rain on the way today. Got some wind on the way today. If you've, like me, and you're ready to put up some decorations outside, they're not on. I did the lights on the house, but I didn't turn them on yet. Okay, but I did them. It was 60 degrees last week, 70 degrees last week, right? Talk about averaging out. 70 degrees last week. Check out the temperatures this week. Well below average. Well above average last week. Well below average this coming week. Anyway, I digress one more time. Please smash that like button. Comment below. Let me know your predictions. Do you agree with me? Do you have your own predictions? Do you agree with someone else? Put them in the comments below. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. And again, do me that favor, click those other social media links to my other channels below. They're going to be all about real estate, home stuff, smart home stuff, investment things. It's focused in that. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but just, do me a favor, show me some love, click those and follow it for me. And I'm going to make some more weather videos and other videos. You know I do. You know I speed up in the winter time because winter is coming and I love it. I know some of you don't. I'm sorry. Anyway, have a good one, everyone.